listen to a pretty alright podcast about wrestling, do ya?
Well, the natural lad, Jeff Swag, has said time and time again that there's only one podcast that's the most decent and the most all-rightest in the industry today.
And that's it's the Game Rage Wrestling Podcast. Welcome back, everybody, to a brand new episode of your favorite podcast about wrestling. It's better than the one that Bubba Ray Dudley does. It's better than the one that fucking idiot, what's that guy? That Chris Van Vliet idiot. It's better than his fucking stupid ass podcast about wrestling. It's better than everyone's podcast about wrestling. And it's Game Rage Wrestling. My name's Josh. I'm here today with good buddy Adam.
Yep.
Today we're going to talk about Survivor Series / War Game. Well, I guess it's called Survivor Series War Games now. 2024 preview.
That means we're just going to get that every fucking year.
It's just to be Survivor Series War Games 2025 next year. Anyways, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk preview. We're gonna preview it. It's happening later today, but we're talking about it already because why not? We're going to go over the match card, talk about what we think, our predictions, and then we're going to watch it. And then after that, you'll get to hear what we think about whether our predictions came true or not, I guess. So, anyways, before we get into it, though, if you want to follow us, you can go to Game Rage Magazine on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, at Game Rage Magazine. Like, comment, follow, subscribe. Also, you can go to Game Rage Mag on Twitter /X. You can also follow Adam at All Gas No Trash Official and go check out the All Gas No Trash podcast if you like music. And if you want to be pissed off about things in music and not just wrestling, then go listen to that. All right, Survivor Series 2024 match card. I see that they have fucking 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jesus Christ, we have 5 matches, man. That's all we're getting.
Yeah, well, you figure both of the Survivor Series matches probably would take up the War Games match will take, yeah.
Each one will take an hour. Jesus Christ. Well, okay, we got the women's.
Well, I think they take up 45 minutes.
45 minutes. Okay, so the women's one, we got Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Io Sky, and Bayley versus Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, and Candice LeRae.
Respectfully, I don't give a shit.
Disrespectfully, I don't give a shit either. I really don't care about this. I do think that maybe, what's her name, Tiffany Stratton may cash in her Money in the Bank.
It'd be kind of cool. It'd be kind of
that would be the only reason to watch this fucking match.
Yeah.
If that happens. But other than that, don't give a fuck. I have no prediction because I don't care.
I coincide with that.
Next up, we have potentially the Intercontinental title being on the line in a triple threat match, which we get Braun Breaker defending his championship against Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser.
All right, so they've been spelling out the story between Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser, that he needs to become his own man because he's just basically a hype man for fucking Gunther.
Yeah,
and if he wants to be a respectable person in the WWE, then he better fucking do something about it. So apparently he's in this triple threat match with Sheamus. And Sheamus, I feel like, is just cannon fodder to add an extra element to the match itself, I suppose.
Yeah, Sheamus will actually take... I think Ludwig Kaiser wins this match.
You think so?
I think he wins the title, and I think he pins Sheamus to do it because it doesn't hurt Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
Doesn't make him look weak. Sheamus, who gives a fuck? Nobody cares about Sheamus, so he can take an L. Doesn't really matter. And then it sets up a feud for Saturday night's main event to where Braun Breaker will get his rematch against Ludwig Kaiser. Maybe Sheamus will interfere and accidentally fucking punch Braun Breaker, hit him with a chair or some bullshit, and then Ludwig Kaiser will get the win. And I think we get to see what the fuck were they called? The Imperium or some shit like that?
Yeah.
I think we get to see a new version of that, and we're going to have Gunther, Ludwig Kaiser. Maybe they're going to bring in 2 more guys, and they're going to win the tag team championships eventually, and we get like kind of an evolution type situation here, or a new stable
Maybe.
out of it. Maybe it's not going to be Imperium proper, but it'll be like a new stable. I feel like that's what they need to do, because we have this Judgment Day shit just needs to go away. So does the Bloodline shit. I think we need some new stables coming in and taking over,
or just interesting characters in general. Maybe the Ludwig Kaiser thing happens because, dude, they gotta fix that. Because like I said, man, when it comes to like the IC or US title, it just seems like it's a linear thing. Like it gets passed on from one person to the next, and yeah, like that's typically how things unfold, right? Somebody else wins it, but it never really feels like there's 7 or 8 people at play for the IC title. And maybe you hide that with Sheamus. You add him into the match so you make it seem as though there's, an additional 4 or 5 people, even though there's only really, Braun Breaker and Ludwig Kaiser really vying for the Intercontinental title, because it's not that important, or maybe they don't find it that interesting or whatever. But Braun Breaker is kind of like the face of the IC title right now. So in order for this not to get stale, I think you might be right in letting Ludwig Kaiser take it so that you have a little feud here, but there needs to be more people other than Sheamus, because if he's just cannon fodder for the match,
yeah,
then it's like, okay, well, where's the other 5 people going after the IC title? If we're really believing this division, this title is meaningful and people want it.
Yeah. Next up, we get the United States Championship, LA Knight versus fucking Shinsuke Nakamura, man.
All right. This is going to be really depressing, but we already know what the outcome is. It's going to be LA Knight going over Shinsuke Nakamura, and his social credit on the WWE
is gone.
It's basically gone. He lost too many goddamn matches.
And go ahead.
So he's doing some new gimmick where he's got like black garments and his theme song is changed and all this shit. And
I think he's like doing a Sith Lord gimmick. Like
who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows what it is? But ultimately, it just spells disaster for me. It's like wrapping a turd in new packaging, and it not really amounting to anything, because we know LA Knight's going to go over, but they're going to feud like 2 more instances, and then bam, Shinsuke Nakamura, it's the last we hear of him on televised programming for WWE.
Yeah, I do think that this will probably listen. Shinsuke has been known in the past to bullshit matches that he's not happy with, where he's kind of half-assed it. So if Shinsuke goes all out and does a good job, I think this will be the match of the night. I think this will probably be the best match that we see.
Yeah.
In terms of actual wrestling, like this will definitely be the best match. If Shinsuke doesn't phone it in. I think he was hurt, or I don't know if it was kayfabe or if it was actually real. That's why he's been gone for a while. This is kind of like his quote unquote like comeback or whatever. I don't know if it's gonna have legs.
Hey, the same way that Bo Dallas had his comeback, whatever.
Yeah.
What? And yet again, proving my fucking point about the Wyatt Six, that they have not amounted to fuck all for any goddamn pay-per-view, especially the Big Four.
Yeah, I would like to say that we were fucking so right about that shit going nowhere, and all the shit, we got a ton of shit online. I hate about that we're full of shit. This is the best storyline they have. It's been 6 months, and I haven't seen them on shit. Yeah, maybe they're on Raw every once in a while fucking about, but they haven't had any meaningful
They've won matches or whatever, but where's Bo Dallas doing whatever he's intending to do in a convincing fashion? Winning a title, literally doing anything. Like if anything matters.
Why is he not in the fucking Intercontinental?
Why is he not in? Yeah,
like,
what are they doing with him, dude? I feel like what we said is gospel at this point.
Yep, true story. So yeah, I agree with you. LA Knight goes over and retains the title, and Shinsuke dies. That's what happens. But like I said, if he doesn't phone it in, this will probably be the best match.
I think it'll be. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm actually. Let's see. I'll get to what my personal pick of what I think the match of the night's going to be.
All right. So up next we get the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Gunther versus Damian Priest.
So they're running it back from what is it?
Fuck, was that? When did they do that?
Bash in Berlin?
Yeah, because he won it there, right? Yeah,
Or
from
he?
Damian
I
Priest.
thought he defended.
He defended?
at
I don't
Bash in
fucking remember.
Berlin.
No, I think he won it there. I think that's where he won the belt. Because that's why they were like, oh no, wait, did he? Or was it SummerSlam? I don't fucking
It was either
know.
SummerSlam
Yeah.
or
So we're running this back again, basically. Okay, I mean, Gunther's gonna go over. I don't think Damian Priest is gonna fucking beat him.
yeah. I think the story that's being sold here is that Gunther, after losing his match to Cody Rhodes, doesn't believe he's worthy of the title, or he's having some semblance of doubt. And then he also lashed out at Ludwig Kaiser to be his own man, but he's also like not sure that he's all that great now that he's lost. So now Damian Priest is getting inside his head, and they're gonna run it back. And I'm guessing, I don't know if, okay, so I've kind of been tuned out from Raw, but Damian Priest is opting for his rematch clause with
Yeah.
I imagine with Gunther. So I think Gunther retains because I think they're gonna ride this pony until fucking WrestleMania. Why would they put the strap on Damian Priest, assuming like we get to, Raw, Monday Night Raw on Netflix?
Yeah.
Why would they change hands now?
Yeah, I agree. That's what's gonna go down. They'll carry this shit till WrestleMania, and then I don't know who John Cena is gonna get go up against at WrestleMania, but I mean it's gonna be one of these fucking belts that he's gonna go for. I don't know who it's gonna be. Whether it be,
Oh shit, yeah, you're right. I forgot about that.
yeah, because it's his retirement year, so then
They got to put the strap on him one more time, I think, for sure.
Yeah, 100% they're going to, and it'll. I don't know if it'll happen before WrestleMania, and then he'll drop it at WrestleMania to somebody, or if it'll be at WrestleMania, they'll let him have one last WrestleMania moment, winning the
Do
belt.
you think he eclipses Ric Flair for 18?
Yeah, no, he will. This he's tied with him for 16 or whatever. So
Oh, he just
it'll
needs
be
17.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So that's why they'll do it, is to let him fucking have it. Yeah, Gunther goes over on this one. All right. Now the next final match. the
This
men's
one,
War
I
Game
have
match.
no idea what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like I could wholeheartedly say I cannot predict the outcome for this. I don't know if I really care for this match, but if I did care, it's the shock factor of what is actually going to happen.
Yeah, and conspicuous by his absence, fucking Cody Rhodes is not on this fucking pay-per-view. Very, very strange to me to not have him involved at all in any of this shit. So, I don't know. I do think that the CM Punk thing is a wild card with this whole thing.
I think it's cool.
It is cool. I kind of think, because of the rumors about Brock Lesnar and all this shit, I kind of have a feeling that Paul Heyman is just playing fucking games right now, and the real return is going to be Brock Lesnar coming out for some reason. I don't know. I feel like something like the new bloodline, like The Rock's going to come out or some bullshit and fucking end up beating everybody up, and he's going to kill everybody, and then the new bloodline will be like, fucking victorious, and maybe they're gonna grab Paul Heyman, maybe they're gonna beat his ass, and that's when you hear the Brock Lesnar music hit, and fucking he comes in, and then now maybe this sets up some bullshit between The Rock and Brock Lesnar. I don't think people want to see The Rock and John Cena nonsense again. I think that maybe they'd go for this. They think this might go play better. Some Rock versus fucking Brock Lesnar feud, potentially, although it's probably not going to be good, but I mean, like, whatever. I'm sure people will pay to see it. So
I don't know. I don't think a win does anything for the bloodline, the original bloodline.
Yeah.
I think if you're going to do anything, you need to kind of further cement the new bloodline with Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. And I don't know how. I don't really know what the reason would be, but I think you might be right about the Paul Heyman thing, about him betraying the original bloodline. Maybe it's about Roman Reigns not reaching out when Paul Heyman got his ass kicked by the newly led Solo Sikoa bloodline. But how you spell that out, that's the part I don't know how that works. I definitely think there's going to be shenanigans. I just don't know like how The Rock would play into this shit other than to stamp out Roman Reigns. Because you remember at WrestleMania, he basically asked him to be, or he made him like pledge allegiance to him with the, throwing up the one and acknowledging him as a tribal chief. He's like, you're the bitch. You're a bitch, and I'm the final boss. You need to respect me.
Yeah.
And Solo Sikoa is the guy I'm honoring as the new tribal chief or some shit. I'm also thinking Seth Rollins might intervene with this shit.
Well, yeah,
I just don't know.
Bronson Reed.
I don't know how though. Like,
yeah,
like because he would be torn between Bronson Reed and helping Roman Reigns, a former, I guess you could call brother, but he also doesn't fucking like him. He doesn't like Roman Reigns right now.
Yeah.
But he also hates Bronson Reed. So I don't know. I think there's a lot of bullshittery that could be had.
Yeah.
I mean, we could be talking about like 12 people by the end of the match, dude.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a ton of bullshittery that goes on.
Which I'm totally for. Like, I'm cool with just being surprised of what happens in Survivor Series. So, prediction wise, I think Solo Sikoa goes over.
Yeah, I can see that.
With Paul Heyman shenanigans.
Yeah. So, anyways, fuck, man. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I think Brock Lesnar comes out. I think that's fucking something that happens.
Could happen.
I mean, it'd probably shock a lot of fucking people.
Yeah.
Especially with the controversy of the whole Vince McMahon thing, and him being involved in all that.
All right. And there's also the possibility that Roman Reigns' team actually wins, because then story-wise, we have the promise that was had. Some kind of favor that CM Punk is, so like, you don't set that up without something
That's
actually
true.
happening.
That is true. You're gonna need something
to carry the next story.
Yeah, but then like, what's the favor gonna be though? Like, that's the whole question, right? Is like, Roman's got nothing for him. Is this something that he just holds on to later when Roman gets another belt and says like, hey man,
I want my match.
I want my match now
At WrestleMania.
Yeah. At Wrestle fucking Mania. Or maybe CM Punk is still pissed off at Drew McIntyre and wants him to go kill Drew McIntyre or some shit. Who knows? I don't know.
Or they fight for Paul Heyman for who's going to be who's going to have Paul Heyman at their side.
And that's when Brock Lesnar comes out and kills all of them. And he's like, he was mine the whole time, you guys.
Yeah.
Screw you guys.
All right. So you brought something up about the segment that happened tonight on SmackDown. What did you have to say about it? Because you have this segment between Paul Heyman, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk. This is a new element that has been incorporated since what was that pay-per-view? It was it Georgia?
Yeah. The SummerSlam. Or no. What was the one? The one before that.
Was it Hell in a Cell?
Hell in a Cell, yeah. I think that was it. Yeah, where they started doing this like cinematic shit.
Yeah, so what were your thoughts on this specific one?
I enjoyed this one. I thought this one was great. I thought it was like, again, just showing CM Punk is fucking an asshole and does whatever the hell he wants. He's literally got this meeting with Roman Reigns and he shows up fucking late. And then as soon as he gets up, he goes, I don't got a lot of time. Let's make this great. And he's like, oh, you don't got a lot of time, huh? Well, you showed up late. And then he's like, yeah, whatever. And so basically, I just thought it was a good little fucking promo between the two of them, setting them up that, hey, this is a problem that we have between us and like whatever. And listen, I'm not here for you, bitch. I'm here for fucking Paul Heyman. And again, throwing in the whole wise man thing again. He was my wise man before yours. All this stuff. And this is what leads me to think that Brock Lesnar's coming in, because then he's going to be like, oh, well, he was my wise man before all of you. I'm the OG Paul Heyman guy. So get the fuck out of here. All right. So, and that's where I think that, again, Paul Heyman being the ever fucking clever dude is setting shit up, right? In terms of storyline shit, like he's just setting all this up to kill everybody because he wants to wipe the face because he's done with all these assholes. Yes, he's maybe using CM Punk as a means to an end, but but I also don't know why you would set up this whole favor thing and then
go nowhere with it,
not do anything with it. So, because that was very, very, very prevalent of this whole thing was that listen, let's not worry about what the favor is. Obviously, it's a favor Roman Reigns is not going to want to do because Paul Heyman already knows what the favor is going to be. And that's why he's like, let's just talk about this if we survive. And I did think he was going to set up the Brock Lesnar shit when he was doing that thing saying, listen, to the both of you, like, we need to, if divided, we fall, right? We are defeated. But I thought he was going to say, together, we can conquer the bloodline. I thought he was going to use that terminology to, like, foreshadow the conquering. Like, that's the Brock Lesnar foreshadowing right there. But he didn't use that word. He used some other fucking word about surviving, basically. He's like, if together, maybe we have a better chance of survival.
You know what we need?
What's that?
Well, did you have more, Dad?
No, go ahead.
We need to have a I love you solo counter.
I love you solo.
We should have a proposition bet. I think it's somewhere, for me, it's probably somewhere in the ballpark of like 2 to 3.
Okay.
So it's like 3.5. 3.5 over under, or 2.5
How
over.
many I love you solos we get?
Yeah.
So, okay, well, you going to go over? You taking the over or the under on that one?
I'll take the under.
Take the under? All right, well, I guess that means I got to
Let's
take
make it
the
1.5.
1.5? Okay.
So it's got to be, so if you win, if it's 2.
If it's 2, I win, or
If
more.
I get
it's
1, I
or
win.
less, then
Yeah, that's probably more fair.
Yeah, all right. I can take that.
And then whoever loses has to
Yell, I love you, fucking.
I love you, Solo.
Has to do it the number of times that it was done during the match.
Or the next wrestling episode, you snap your fingers, they have to say, I love you, Solo.
All right, for the whole next episode. That's that's what it's got to be.
All right.
That's a good bet. All right, I'm down.
All right, so I guess we'll see you guys
after Survivor Series.
True.
So anyways, if you want to follow our shit, go to Game Rage Magazine on YouTube, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Like, comment, follow, subscribe. Go to Game Rage Magazine, or Game Rage Mag on Twitter/X. You can follow Adam at AllGas, No Trash Official. And that'll be it. We'll fucking catch you guys after Survivor Series on the next one. That was another wonderful, amazing, powerful episode of the Game Rage Wrestling Podcast. And take it from me, ladies and gentlemen, the natural lad, Jet Swag. If there's one podcast, one show you should be listening to, that you should be absolutely grateful for, it's the Game Rage Wrestling Podcast. And one of the things you can do to show your appreciation for all the hard work and dedication that these boys put out day in, day out, just for you people, it's that you can go and you can subscribe and you can like and follow them on the Instagram and the TikTok at Game Rage Magazine. You can also follow them and like them and subscribe to them on the old Twitter, which I don't know what it's called now, but who cares? It's at Game Rage Mag there. Additionally, if you feel the need to really show your appreciation, which you should, then go to their website at www.GameRageMagazine.com and show us some love. Show them some love. And show some love for the natural lad, Jet Swag.